keeper made a number of great saves. As Parks now, with Caligiuri overlapping on the far side, sends it inside, it's an own goal! The USA!
The FIFA World Cup is the biggest event in sports. That's just a fact. Despite not being the most popular sport in the US, football or soccer is the biggest game in the world. Every 4 years, the world watches as 32 teams battle it out for the course of a month for the right to be called the best in the world. In 1994, however, only 24 teams competed. The last time that would happen before the expansion in 1998. Andres Escobar and his home country of Colombia were one of those lucky 24 teams. The US hosted the World Cup for the first time in 1994, kicking off the festivities on June 17, 1994, the same day of the famed O.J. Simpson white Bronco chase. Andres Escobar and his Colombian teammates began play the very next day of that incident, part of Group A with the US, Switzerland, and Romania. Expectations were high as the Colombians had lost just one time in 26 matches entering the World Cup. They gave up just 2 goals in qualifying. Colombia's first match came against Romania on June 18, 1994, at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But the team looked sluggish and were completely outplayed, losing 3-1. This meant that their June 26 matchup against America was a must-win that proved to be tragic for Andres Escobar. The United States had tied its first match of the 1994 World Cup, battling Switzerland to a 1-1 draw. Back then, the top 2 teams from each of the 6 groups advanced to the knockout stages, as did the top 4 third-place finishes. So this was a must-win for Andres Escobar and Colombia, ranking last following their first day of Group A play. Escobar had been a defender essentially his entire career. It wasn't his job to score goals, it was his job to keep the other team from doing so. But on June 22, 1994, he scored the wrong kind of goal, the dreaded own goal. In the 34th minute of the opening half, with the score tied 0-0, US midfielder John Harkis attempted a left-wing cross into the box, but Andres Escobar deflected it. The problem was that he deflected the ball into his own goal, giving the US a 1-0 lead. The US went on to win the match 2-1. Colombia did win their third match of the World Cup, a 2-1 victory over Switzerland, but with Romania beating the US, the Colombians were eliminated. Following Colombia's elimination from the World Cup, Escobar returned to his home country. The soccer player was determined to move on with his life, despite pleas from loved ones to lay low as fans were still upset. Upon his return, he wrote a statement that appeared in El Tiempo, a newspaper in Bogota, stating, "Life doesn't end here. We have to go on. Life cannot end here. No matter how difficult, we must stand back up. We only have 2 options. Either allow anger to paralyze us and the violence continues, or we overcome and try our best to help others. It's our choice. Let us please maintain respect. My warmest regard to everyone. It's been a most amazing and rare experience. We'll see each other again soon because life does not end here." On July 1st, 1994, Andres Escobar, known as the gentleman of the field, due to his calm demeanor and clean play on the pitch, went out with his friends. They hit up a few bars in Escobar's hometown of Medellin, but parted ways late in the night. At approximately 3 a.m. on the morning of July 2nd, Andres Escobar was confronted by a group of men. The men taunted Escobar for the own goal. He tried to reason with them. He was sitting in his car. He said the goal had been an honest mistake. He insisted that they treat him with respect. One of the men drew a .38 caliber pistol, shot Escobar 6 times, and killed him. According to CNN, the man yelled "goal" each time he pulled the trigger. The next night, police arrested a person whom they believed to be the gunman, Humberto Castro Muniz. He was a bodyguard and a driver for the Gallon brothers, a pair of powerful criminals and drug traffickers The Gallon brothers had reportedly lost large sums of money betting on Colombia's matches at the World Cup. Prosecutors believed but could not prove, or were somehow convinced not to try to prove, that the Gallons had ordered Munoz to kill Escobar in retaliation for the own goal. Munoz was sentenced to 43 years in prison. He wound up serving just 11 years before being released for good behavior. The Gallon brothers, who had powerful political connections, did a couple of months each for trying to cover up the murder. Escobar's funeral drew more than 120,000 people in attendance. Medellin also unveiled a statue of him in 2002. Alright guys, with that, we end today's video. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, would mean the world to me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.